really can't have a day in Fortnite without some drama. The script is really scripting right now because we officially have MrSavage and Mongraal in grand finals. But don't think that didn't come without some drama. I'm gonna get into all of that in a little bit, as well as what teams we're actually going to be seeing in the last chance qualifier finals. Real quick before we get into all that though, hitting 100,000 subscribers will be like winning FNCS to me. So if you don't know me to be able to win FNCS, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. Without further ado though, we're just going to quickly go over NA, and then we are going to be going so much more in depth on EU. Starting off though, we are looking for the top 33 trios on both NA and EU. So in first place on NA is a very surprise team of Trashy, Cam, and Bylox. Now these guys are able to win 4 out of their 6 games today and at an average placement of 2.8. They honestly look super good going into the finals, and I honestly don't know if any of them expected them to be this high. Second place was Crazy on 404. Third was Cirque, Phenom, and Rafiki on 394. Fourth place is Day on 394. And no, this isn't the day that like is the FNCS winner day played with clicks and everything. This is actually a console player day that just recently switched to PC. Fifth place is Stacks. Sixth was Hound. Seventh was Licks. Eighth was Re on 375 and was able to win 3 out of his 8 games as well. Ninth was Snowy, and then rounding out the top 10 was Sap Games. The only other like real big name we had qual from NA is like 32nd place, just barely being able to get the job done, of Taki, Eshu, and Npen. We literally saw Npen tweeting out just a couple days ago that he was going to be taking a break after not being able to qual for Grands, and he is now going to be in the finals with one last chance. We did have a couple of big names not be able to make it inside that top 33 though, mainly some content creators though, like Pilot, Pandy, and Saucy finished in 43rd. Asian Jeff, Krillian, and Brim finished in 286th, and Somerset's trio unfortunately finished in 1,149th. So all of their FNCSs are officially over. All right, now before we get on to the drama fest that was EU, let's go over my actual top 3 predictions for the teams that I think are going to be able to get a win, going from most confident to least confident. Starting off with first, I think you have to just go with the trio of Reet, Bryce, and Vert. They are by far the most experienced players in here, the only players in here I'm pretty sure that have multiple FNCS wins on the same trio. If they are not able to get a win in this quality of lobby, it would be pretty disappointing. Next up, I'm gonna go with the trio of Cirque, Phenom, and Rafiki. Now I feel like a lot of people don't really know too much about this team, but I am putting my trust and my confidence in these guys to be able to pull off one of the 3 wins. I think there is just going to be a more like lesser known team that is able to get like 1 or even 2 wins tomorrow, and so I am going to predict Cirque's team to be the one that does that. And then the final team I'm going to predict is Npen, Taki, and Eshu. Now if these guys could be able to go from barely being able to qualify today to getting a win to get into grand finals, that would just be such an awesome story to see. But let's actually move on to how MrSavage and Mongraal are now in grands. Let's not waste any more time though and get straight on to the MrSavage and Mongraal situation. There is so much drama from both sides of this story. Let's start off with the MrSavage tweet though. He said suspect apprehended, grand finals, and he showed them being in 10th place now and proof that they are officially in grand finals. We do got some drama potentially though between their literal own trio when Panzer tweeted out qualified for FNCS grand finals and he put a straight face emoji, and a lot of people were a little bit confused about this, but I think Panzer was actually friends with the person who ended up getting banned for them to get in, because earlier in the week we also saw Panzer retweet Poloshka's tweet where he said, yo, at MrSavage, at Mongraal, I'm never cheating or played with cheats. We can go voice call right now and I will show you first my account, same as the Vino situation. So I think Panzer did kind of agree with Poloshka in this situation since he was friends with him and he didn't want to see him get banned. And then if we go to his tweets from today, he said, got disqualified from my first grands ever. Nothing happened with me or my account. I can play last chance. I guess something happened to Relas. I never used any sort of cheat / macro. Literally did nothing wrong. Hope you and your fans are happy now. Then we actually got a whole series of tweets from the actual person who was banned, and he ended up saying, 1, I got falsely banned. First of all, I've got falsely banned in 2023 for breaking the region lock rule. as well as my teammates, and then he adds them right there. But every one of them got unbanned in a week, and my new account too. But Epic couldn't verify that I'm the real owner of the first account, which he is saying is the same as the King situation. And then Epic Games didn't believe that he's the owner of the account, so they only unbanned my alternate account where I played this FNCS and didn't get unbanned on my main account. In conclusion, I did not break anything. The proof is that my alternate account where I played this FNCS got unbanned. Epic support just didn't believe that I'm the owner of the first account. They were ready to unban it. So I mean, I guess from what Rella is saying, if we're just taking his word from it, he did not get banned for cheating or anything like that. And if I'm reading into this correctly, he originally got banned for breaking the region lock rules, and then he made a new account, and Epic Games unbanned his new account but not his old account because Epic Games did not believe that he owned his original account, so they only unbanned his new one and kept his main account banned. No, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really sticky situation all around, because normally when we see people get banned, especially trios nowadays, it is because of something like cheating. But if we're just taking his word from it, if the most he did was break the region lock rules where he supposedly played a tournament on multiple regions, which if you guys didn't know is actually against Epic Games' TOS, but also at the same time, I think this is kind of just like a really soft ban. Most of us can agree that we are MrSavage and Mongraal fans, but if this happened to like anybody else and this was just some random team that was one spot off of Grands, but I don't think that Epic Games would go into this much effort for a reason to get a team banned for something that they did 2 years ago at this point, and especially if they literally aren't doing like any hardware cheats or anything, and they quite literally just broke a region lock rule. I feel like there is a lot of teams that have done that, but I mean, hey, rules are rules at the end of the day, and if you do end up breaking them, then Epic Games does have the right to ban you. Let's actually check out what MrSavage said himself about this situation though.
Let me just start off by saying, I never filed a report. No, I never went in game, reported anyone. I didn't talk to anyone at Epic at all. Yes, I streamed for an hour after the tournament and tried to like investigate myself, but I never told people to go report anyone. I never filed a single report. I never talked to anyone at Epic. Chat, I don't even have any Epic connections, bro. And yeah, there's people saying it's unfair. But I know people that have talked to Epic, and Epic has done their own research, chat. Epic has done their own like investigation on it, and that's why they got banned. They didn't get falsely banned. Like, you don't, chat, Epic Games, they don't ban somebody with no reason. Like, sometimes maybe they accidentally ban someone or they misunderstand something, but they don't falsely ban anyone.
Now, there is a couple of different things that I want to say about his actual statement here. Starting off with the point where he said he doesn't have connections at Epic Games. I don't know how much I really believe that, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like he has a reason to lie about that, but he is also the biggest player in all of EU. And I feel like if players like Peterbot, Clicks, and some of the big NA guys have connections at Epic, then I really don't see how MrSavage doesn't have any connections at all there. And also, he was talking about how Epic Games never falsely bans anybody without a reason to, which also is more the case nowadays, yeah, but we have literally seen situations where MrSavage himself got falsely banned for being mass reported at one point. So I mean, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys think that this team really only got banned because of how big MrSavage and Mongraal are, or if you do think that they deserve to get banned. I am very excited to see MrSavage and Mongraal in grand finals now. I think it will add to the hype so much in Grands, but I do kind of wish it didn't have to be this way. Let's actually move on though to the rest of the teams that were able to qualify for the finals of last chance qualifiers. Now remember, we are looking for the top 33 players that are going to get their final chance to be able to make it into Grands. Starting off with, in first place, getting 461 points, is PKR, Mixie, and Makayak. They were able to win 3 out of their 8 games today. They had an average placement of 6.8 and 125 total elims. Huge shout out to these guys, and I cannot wait to see what they're able to do in the finals. Second place is the player that is trying to keep up for the controller community, as well as the trio that has just been all over the place this season of Chris, Teeny, and Skavi. They finished with 440 points. They were able to win 2 out of their 9 games today as well. I honestly just don't know what to think about these guys right now. Like, they have shown flashes of having the potential to be like a top 7 team on the region, but then other times they are just not even close to being able to qualify. So I am very very torn on this team right now. Third place, I know Cammy, Seti, and Hari are not happy, is the trio of Akira, Podesai, and X-Sweeze. These guys finished with 438 points, and they have already made it known that they are going to be contesting Cammy, Seti, and Hari in grand finals if they're able to make it. Fourth place is a team that looks super dominant today of Vania, Pixie, and Marius. They finished with 435 points and were able to win 5 out of their 8 games today as well. Their match history is honestly just so insane. They started off the tournament winning 4 straight games with 12, 43, 17, and 14 elims. And then the only other good game they had was also a 13 elimination win. Once I make my predictions, you will see that I have so much confidence in this team going into finals tomorrow. Fifth place is Art Skill, Floki, and Clement on 430. Sixth is Kurma. Seventh is Julius. Eighth is Putrick. Ninth is Toos. And then rounding out the top 10 is Levy. Remember though, we are looking for those top 33 trios, so some more big names that are going to be in there is like 26th place of Cheatin, Rezon, and Kadu. Huge shout out to Rezon. I mean, he has also already made it known that he is literally just trying to get into Grands to be able to grief Yanis's trio. So depending on which team you're actually a fan of, maybe you don't want Rezon in grand finals. A team that seems to just barely be able to clutch up the qual each and every single week is 29th of Tripper and Thomas HD and Ferdoxy. These guys were able to win their very final games to get in, getting a 19 elimination win. And then rounding out the top 33 was actually Twice trio. Now we only had like 2 big names not be able to make it into the finals. Starting off with in 117th place, we do have Refscard, Anas, and Dexy. It's honestly just been a super unfortunate series of events for Refscard over the past couple of months, from getting dropped by the trio of Sky and Scroll after they literally were able to win a trio cash cup together, to then placing top 10 in the divisional cup weekly finals with Della and Focus, to now not even being able to make it into the finals of the last chance qualifier and his grand finals being completely over. I think the other big name that is super unfortunate that was not able to qual was 185th of Pablo, Kiro, and Bevies. All right, let's talk about the 3 trios that I am actually going to predict are going to be able to win a game tomorrow, going in order from most confident to least confident. Starting off with, I think the most confident trio that I feel like everyone is going to be in is the team of Marius, Vania, and Pixie. These guys were able to literally win 5 games today, and before group stages started, I literally had them as a top 3 trio in EU. I think they are 100% a Grands deserving team, and I think they will be able to get the job done. Next up, I'm gonna go with the team of Akira, X-Sweeze, and Podesai. I think they are a very good team, and especially having an uncontested drop spot. I know Cammy, Seti, and Hari are not going to be happy about this one, but I do think they are going to be able to win a game. And then the final team was very hard to predict. There's so many different big names. I could definitely see it going to someone maybe like Christini and Skavi, but I am actually going to predict that the trio of Art Skill, Floki, and Clement are able to get the final game win. Let me know your guys' own predictions in the comment section down below. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers now. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. YouTube says Zone J when he's two videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Follow me on my Twitter at ChiliK-Dog to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.